Very good evening to all of you. कैसे हो सब लोग? Now, my humble request, whenever you chat, please select everyone name. जब भी आप चैट करेंगे, जब भी आप जूम में मैसेज करेंगे, so please select everyone name so that it will be visible to all. Then we will start our discussion. So please select everyone name and then we can start the discussion. Hello, Abhishek, Abhinav, Mustafa. So please select everyone name while you are giving the message. वेरी गुड इवनिंग, वेरी गुड इवनिंग. एक बार आप सभी एवरीवन सेलेक्ट करके मेरे को मैसेज कीजिए. नाउ कैन यू प्लीज सेलेक्ट एवरीवन नेम? कैन यू प्लीज सेलेक्ट एवरीवन नेम एंड देन सेंड द मैसेज? लेट मी स्टार्ट द डिस्कशन. Very good evening to all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now able to see. So कैसे सब लोग? नया चैप्टर है. So let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. So today topic is levy and reverse charge of the GST. Today we will talk about charge of the GST. In the charge of the GST, we will discuss. In the charge of the GST, we will discuss what is the concept of the reverse charge, what is the concept of the forward charge, who will pay the tax under reverse charge, etc. But in the last class, you were doing the supply chapter, right? And there was one pending part, Schedule 3, and one practical problem. That will be taken care by the Shefali ma'am in the next class on Thursday. एक बार सभी लोग कंफर्म करें, इज इट क्लियर दैट आपका जो लास्ट क्लास का पार्ट था, शेड्यूल 3 and one practical problem, that will be taken care in the next class. Initially first it will be started by the Shefali ma'am and schedule 3 she will start. एक बार कंफर्म करें that it is clear to all. ठीक है, is it clear? Perfect, nice. And again requesting everyone, so whenever you are doing the message, please select everyone name and then do the message. It will be visible to all. So if you are asking the question, then also it will be visible to all the students. We all can take the benefit of that. Fine, let me start the discussion. In the GST, there is a levy section 9. You read any law, whether it is GST or income tax or any other law, there would be some charging section. What is the meaning of charging section? Charging section means from where the power is being drawn to charge the tax. Like whenever we are making the supply, then there would be the GST. from where they are getting the power. In the GST, they are getting the power from the section 9. Similar provisions are there in the SGST Act or UTGST Act or IGST Act. All are parallel provisions. We are reading the CGST Act section 9 subsection 1. Let's read together what is the language. The language is subject to the provision of 9 subsection 2. There shall be levied a tax called the Central Goods and Service Tax on all intra-state supply. There shall be levied a tax called Central Good and Service Tax. It means CGST. On all intra-state supply. Can you tell me, intra-state supply means within the state or intra-state supply means from one state to the another state? Can you please tell me that intra-state means from one state to the another state or within the state? क्या आप लोग मुझे बता सकते हो कि इंट्रा स्टेट सप्लाई का मतलब क्या हुआ, विद इन द स्टेट या एक स्टेट से दूसरे स्टेट में? एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट बेटा, इंट्रा स्टेट मींस विद इन द स्टेट. Tell me one thing. They've used the word intra-state. Does it means that if I will make the interstate supply, there would be no GST? Please listen my question carefully and then give the answer. अगर यहां पर वर्ड इंट्रास्टेट है तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? अगर इंटरस्टेट होगा तो जीएसटी चार्ज नहीं होगा. विल इट बी नो जीएसटी अगर मैं इंटरस्टेट सप्लाई करूं तो? Does it mean that if I will do the interstate supply, there will be no GST? Mr. Golti Anil, I will always use the English first and then I will use some part in Hindi, same sentence. I will never use Hindi first. I will always use English and then I will do the translation of that in some time. Sometime I will do, but not always. But nothing will be missed in English. ठीक है? Is it okay? बेटा एक बात बताओ. Just tell me one thing, that if I will do the interstate supply, you have confirmed me there will be the GST. Tell me, if I'm making the interstate supply, will there be CGST? If I'm making the interstate supply, will there be CGST? Will there be CGST? Answer is no, it will be the IGST. Last question, you all please confirm. You all please confirm. Why they have not used the word inter? Why they have not used the word interstate supply? Why they have not used the word interstate supply? Why they have not used the word interstate supply? Because we are reading the CGST Act. When you read the similar provision in the IGST Act, that is section 5 of IGST Act. When you will read the similar provision in the IGST Act, you will find the word inter. Is that clear to all? Please confirm. Is that clear to all? Please confirm once. Quickly confirm so that we can proceed further. My request to every student, be active in the chat. Please actively give the reply yes, no, whatever. By that way, we can make our class comparatively more interactive. Okay. Let's further. Except on alcoholic liquor for human consumption means no GST on alcoholic liquor for human consumption. No GST on alcoholic liquor for human consumption, and undenatured extra neutral alcohol or rectified spirit, ENA. We are in the short, we are saying ENA. What is the ENA? ENA is basically the raw material for making the alcoholic liquor. Earlier, they were saying that we will not charge the GST on alcoholic liquor. Now they have extended the benefit to the extra neutral alcohol or rectified spirit for human consumption only. It means if the alcoholic liquor is being used for the medicine, will there be GST? Yes. Will there be GST? Answer is yes, because they have given the exemptions only for the human consumption. Then it says that on the value determined under section 15, on which value the GST would be charged. On which value the GST would be charged, that will be confirmed by the section 15. So whenever you will read the value of the GST chapter, you will be able to understand on which value the GST would be charged. Then it says, and at such rate not exceeding 20% as may be notified by the government on the recommendation of the council and collected in such manner as may be prescribed and shall be paid by the taxable person. What is the meaning of notified? And what is the meaning of prescribed? My two questions. What is the meaning of notified? And what is the meaning of prescribed? Kindly tell me. What is the meaning of these two terms? Notified and prescribed. Yes. Notified means government will issue the notification. So if I'm saying what is the GST rate on the pen, will the section 9 will tell? No. Who will tell what is the GST rate on the pen? It will be told by the notification. What will be the GST rate on my teaching? What will be the GST rate on the mouse? Will the section 9 tell? No. It will be tell by the notification. But what is the section 9 saying? Section 9 says the maximum CGST rate will be the 20%. And what is the meaning of prescribed? Prescribed mean they will specify or they will tell by the rules. It means how the tax will be collected. The manner would be how the tax would be collected. The manner would be given in the CGST rules. Will it be through challan? Will it be through GST returns? Will it be by any other mode? Everything would be given. Manner would be given in the prescribed means CGST rule. And who will pay? Obviously, the taxable person will pay. Do you know that what is the maximum GST rate as of now? Is it 20% or I have heard that there would be the GST 28%. As of now, the maximum GST rate is 28%. Would you agree? I heard that maximum GST rate is 28%. Do you agree? Answer is yes, maximum GST rate is 28%. Then you tell me, but section 9 says maximum GST rate would be 20. Is it not contradictory to each other? You all have heard the word on the luxury item. Like on topic of the maximum GST rate is there, 28%. If that is right, then they have only used our 20%. Are they don't contradict to each other? That is the confusion. Oh, fine. Tell me, we are reading the CGST Act, SGST Act, or IGST Act. Kindly tell me, are we reading the CGST Act, are we reading the IGST Act, or are we reading the SGST Act? In front of you, the provision, whatever we are reading, is it of which act? Which act we are reading? Answer is CGST. Answer is CGST. It means if the CGST is saying 20%, similar amount of SGST would be there. So maximum GST rate would be 40%. If you read section 5 of IGST Act, if you read section 5 of IGST Act, you will not find 20, you will find 40%. Let me check and confirm. Let me show you and then you will get the more clarity. Drishya, Dinath Gupta, Anurag, Rupesh, if possible, kindly join through Zoom link. You will be able to interact in the Zoom chat. There are few participants like Anurag, Rupesh, Dinanath, Drishya. If possible, kindly join through Zoom link. Now, see, let me go to the IGST Act. Let me go to the IGST Act. It is section 5 of IGST Act and you will find the word not exceeding 40% and you will find the word interstate supply. Both point is clear. Both point is clear why the maximum GST rate is written is 20% because we are reading the CGST Act. If we will see the similar provision in the IGST Act, you will find the word 40%. Correct? And yes, that Adil Khan, thank you so much. I think who has confirmed that this 28%, I think Mrs. Savia Khan has confirmed. Thank you so much, beta. You have confirmed that because 28 include SGST also. Absolutely correct. If 28 is there, it means 14% CGST and 14% SGST. So the CGST can maximum 20% as per the section 9 of the CGST Act. Let's move fast. 9 subsection 2. What is this says? 9 subsection 2 says the GST will not be charged on these 5 categories: petroleum crude, HSD, motor spirit, natural gas, and ATF, aviation turbine fuel. In these 5 items, the GST would be charged as per the recommendation of the GST Council as may be notified. Till date, they have not notified on these 5 products. So therefore, there is no GST on these 5 products as on date. Now, there would be these two section 9.3 and 9.4. What is that? The reverse charge. What is the meaning of reverse charge? Can anybody tell me what is the meaning of reverse charge? Basic understanding from layman language. Can you please tell me what is the reverse charge? Meaning of subject to the provision of subsection. Okay, fine. I'll tell you. GST reverse का मतलब क्या होता है? What is the meaning of reverse? अभी ना supplier will pay in the forward charge. Suppose I am a supplier and you are my recipient. If I am making the supply of, let's say, this mouse to you, computer ka mouse, I'm making the supply to you. If let's say this value is 500 rupees and I'm charging the GST on that, collecting from you, and I'm making the payment to the government, what is this? Is it reverse charge or forward charge? If I am supplying this mouse to you, I am collecting 500 from you, and let's say there is a GST 50 rupees. I am adding the GST, collecting from you, paying the same to the government. Is it forward charge or is it reverse charge? Is it forward charge or is it reverse charge? Absolutely correct. It is forward charge. Supplier will not make the payment. It will be the forward charge. Supplier will collect and make the payment. Now, reverse means ulta. Reverse means just opposite. It means I will make the supply to you. It can be goods. It can be service. It can be goods. It can be service. But you will pay the tax on the same. 9(3) says government on the recommendation of the council by notification. It means on which item, on which categories of the goods or which categories of the services the tax will be paid by the recipient will be notified. It will be notified by the government on the recommendation of the GST council, shall be paid by the recipient on reverse charge basis, and all the provision of this act shall apply as if the recipient is liable. Recipient is the person liable for paying the tax in relation to that supply. Now, let me tell you one example. Have you heard the word composition? Have you heard the word composition scheme in the GST? Have you heard the word composition scheme in the GST? Just, I'm taking one example. This I will cover in the next class. Composition scheme, I will cover in the next class. I will cover in the next class. Let's say I am advocate. Okay. Now, leave it. I'm just changing my example. I am advocate and I am giving the legal service to you. You are registered in the GST, whether you are paying the tax at 5%, whether you are, suppose you are jeweler, you are making the supply of the diamond, you are making the supply of the jewelry. Might be you are paying the tax at different rate, 3%, 1%, whatever the rate would be there. If I am advocate, I am providing the service to you, will you pay the tax at the same rate on which you are paying the normally on your supply? I am providing the legal service to you. You are the jewelers, and on your jewelry, you are making the payment of the GST at the rate of 3%. If I am giving the legal service to you, will you pay same 1% under RCM? Will you pay same 1% under RCM? Will you pay same 1% under RCM? Answer is no. Then we have to see we have to see as if you are providing the legal service, what is the rate applicable on the legal service? What is the GST rate applicable on the legal service? On that rate you will pay the GST. From that rate you will pay the GST, meaning thereby you will pay 18%, whether you are providing exempt supply, whether you are providing different rate of the supply, whether you registered under regular scheme or any other scheme, you will pay the GST under RCM, the rate which is applicable on the legal service. What is the 9(4)? Any question on this? Any confusion on this? Tell me, any confusion on this? However, we are going to discuss. There is a long list. We are going to discuss. There is a list which all items are covered. We will discuss that list. But abhi, as of now, is there any confusion? Any confusion? Any question? Any question on this? Please confirm. Please ask. So the tax percentage on both forward and reverse will be the same. Yes. Tax percentage will never change. हाँ, the categories we will discuss. कैटेगरीज वी विल डिस्कस. ठीक है, अभी आरसीएम समझ में नहीं आया, एक बार मैं हिंदी में भी बता देता हूं फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ ऑल द स्टूडेंट. आरसीएम का मतलब नॉर्मली क्या होता है नंदिनी, कि जब सप्लायर सप्लाई करता है तो उसके ऊपर वैल्यू ऑफ द गुड्स प्लस जीएसटी दोनों चार्ज करता है. करेक्ट. जैसे मैंने आपको ये सेल किया माउस, 500 रुपए इसकी कीमत है एंड आई विल चार्ज द जीएसटी ऑन दैट. ठीक है, एंड आई विल कलेक्ट फ्रॉम यू एंड यू विल पे द सेम टू द गवर्नमेंट. बट रिवर्स चार्ज में क्या होता है, कौन सी ट्रांजेक्शन, द ट्रांजेक्शन विच आर देयर इन द नोटिफिकेशन, दैट आई विल डिस्कस विद ऑल ऑफ यू. बट ऑन दैट ट्रांजेक्शन द जीएसटी will be paid not by supplier, you yourself will pay to the government. Example, I have given the legal service. Example I have given, I will give you multiple example that we will discuss. But RCM का मतलब क्या है, RCM का मतलब recipient will pay the tax to the government, the rate which is applicable on that particular item. नॉर्मली अभिनव क्या होता है, जब रिसिपिएंट जीएसटी में रजिस्टर्ड होता है, नॉर्मली मैं कह रहा हूं, नॉर्मली देयर वुड बी सम एक्सेप्शन, you will understand in much more detail in the CA final. Broadly we will discuss, but normally क्या होता है, whenever the recipient is unregistered, at maximum place the transaction is being exempted. मतलब सपोज मैं अगर लीगल सर्विस दे रहा हूं, आई एम एडवोकेट अभिनव, एंड लेट्स से आई हैव गिवन टू मिस्टर ए. Try to understand, Abhinav, and everyone. If I am giving the legal service to unregistered entity who is not doing the business at all, see, the legal service taken by the A for his personal purpose, will A pay the tax under RCM? Answer is no, because it has been exempted in the GST. So most of the place, Abhinav, you will find that the service itself would be exempted. Therefore, there is no question on unregistered party to pay the GST. Normally, it is applicable only on the business entity, not on the unregistered entity. Is that clear? नंदिनी बेटा एक बार कंफर्म करो, गुंजन एक बार कंफर्म करो, अभिनव एक बार कंफर्म करो, कुलदीप. अभी we will discuss all this category. We will discuss all this category. ठीक है, अब एक बार आते हैं, similar provisions are there in the 9 subsection 4. What is the difference in the 9.3 and 9.4? What is the difference in the 9.3 and 9.4? Only one major difference. 9.3, supplier can be registered or can be unregistered. What does it means? Suppose I am transporter. If I am providing the transportation service to you, you will pay the tax under reverse charge if I have not opted forward. So RCM in the 9 subsection 3 will be applicable whether supplier is registered or unregistered. But 9.4 is applicable only if supplier is unregistered. This is the only difference in the 9.3 and 9.4. Please underline this word. Please underline this word. And this is the difference between the 9.3 and 9.4. They are talking about specified categories of the goods or services. You will find the same language, specified categories of the goods or services. Tax on which shall be paid by the RCM by the recipient. You will find the same word, tax on the RCM, as the recipient is making the supply. Everything is same. What is the difference? The difference is the supplier has to be unregistered, then only the reverse charge is applicable in the 9(4). But in the 9(3), they have not specified. It means supplier can be registered or supplier can be unregistered. 9 subsection 5 we will discuss at the end of the class, or it might be discussed in the next class. Now we are moving to the 9(3) again. We are moving to the 9 subsection 3 once again. In both cases, recipient has to be registered. Yes, Gunjan. Recipient, if not registered, see, there are some permutation combination. If you go to the section 24, registration chapter, clause 3, you will find the if the RCM is applicable. If the RCM is applicable, then recipient has to take mandatory registration. Okay. And second thing, when you read the exemption, so Gunjan, to give you answer, in majority of the case, you will find that the recipient, if unregistered, then it is exempted in the RCM category. Most of the cases, not all cases. So when you read the exemptions entries, then it will be more clear. Is that okay? Nandini, we have to wait. Let me go and then we'll discuss what all categories are covered. But I cannot use Hindi. At every time. Sometime I will use in Hindi also. But I cannot use completely Hindi without discussing the same in English. And if I will discuss both, we do not have so much of the time. Okay. Now, in the 9 subsection 3, it can be goods, it can be service. So it means goods. Example, cashew nuts. If I'm agriculturist and I am providing the cashew nuts to you, if I'm providing the cashew nuts ka supply to you, you will pay the tax under reverse charge if you are registered. BD wrapper, tendu leaf, silk yarn, used vehicle, priority sector lending certificate. These are the goods. Just remember some name. Now we are moving to the services. There are various categories of the services on which reverse charge is applicable. The most important category which we will discuss in detail, category GTA, goods transport agency. First category. Second category, transportation of passenger by motor vehicle. Third category, director services. These are the three categories which we will discuss in detail, but there are various categories. In short, we will discuss. Let me start with the GTA. Develop your concept and then we will move to the next category. It is a study material, right? Now, correct. This is the serial number 1 of the notification. Notification. Why we are reading the notification? Because we know Section 9 subsection 3 says that list of the items on which reverse charge is applicable will be notified. It means on which categories of the goods or services RCM is applicable will be given in that notification. So we are reading the notification. First category is the GTA service. Let me tell you short name on which RCM is applicable. First category, GTA service. Second category, legal service given by the advocate. Third category, arbitral tribunal services. Fourth category, sponsorship services. Fifth category, service given by the government. ठीक है. Next category, service by the central government in respect to renting of immovable property. Then residential dwelling to the registered person. Next, service of renting of immovable property other than residential dwelling. So it means in this category, they are talking about residential dwelling ka renting. In this category, they are talking about commercial property ka renting. In the renting, you will find 3 entries. This 5AA means, is it a section? No. It is the serial number of that notification. You are not required to remember the notification number. I am just saying that what is the meaning of the 5AA? It means when the notification was issued in the beginning in 2017, then these entries were not there. It was inserted at a later date. Therefore, they have given the 5AA, 5A, 5AB. Probably it has been added later on. Then only they have inserted in between. So they have given this suffix or prefix. Serial number 6, director service. This we will discuss in detail. 7th, insurance agent. 8th, recovery agent. 9th, music composer photographer. 9th A, author. 10, by the member of the overseeing committee. 11, individual DSA. What is the meaning of DSA? Direct selling agent. 12, business facilitator. 13, correspondent, business correspondent. 14, security service. 15, renting of motor vehicle designed to carry the passenger. Again, this we will discuss in detail. (16) Service of lending of securities under SEBI. These are the categories of services on which RCM is applicable. These two categories are under 9(3). Can you quickly tell me any 5 name on which RCM is applicable? क्या मुझे कोई भी 5 नाम बता सकते हो सर्विस का on which RCM is applicable? Just tell me 5 name on which RCM is applicable for services. Just tell me 5 name on which RCM is applicable in the services. 5 नाम बता दीजिए मुझे सिर्फ. Just tell me 5 name on which RCM is applicable. You have to tell me services only. Right, Nandini and Prerna is saying immovable property ka renting perfectly okay beta. Krishna and Mustafa is saying SEBI, author, both are correct. Not SEBI. We should not use the word SEBI. Exactly SEBI nahi hai. SEBI ki scheme hai. Security lending scheme. So SEBI is not covered in that particular, but yes, we have just I've given the brief, so you have correctly noted that. Krishna is saying renting, GTA, advocate, director, service by the DSA. Absolutely correct, beta. Krishna, very nice. Kuldeep, absolutely correct. Deepika, GTA, very nice, beta. And Kuldeep is saying lawyer. Adil is saying, Aishwarya is saying advocate, perfectly okay. Aditya is saying GTA, okay. Nandini is saying sponsorship, बिल्कुल ठीक है बेटा. Sakti saying security. Yes. Insurance agent. Very nice. Adil. Very nice, beta. Deepika is saying sponsorship. Very nice, beta. And Kuldeep saying lawyer. Abhinav leasing of the property to the registered business. Government service. Kolti Anil is saying government service, lawyer, dwelling service, immovable property, security. Yes, residential rental property, GTA. Gunjan is saying, Adil is saying residential rental. बहुत बढ़िया बेटा. Very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for actively participation. Now you tell me only two items of the goods on which RCM is applicable. Now tell me any two items of the goods on which RCM is applicable. कोई मुझे दो आइटम गुड्स का बता दीजिए जिसमें RCM applicable होता है. Just quickly. We do not have that too much time in which we can do the discussion. कोई भी दो item of the goods. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone is correct. Wow. Wow. बहुत बढ़िया बेटा. Everyone is correct. Cashew nuts, BD wrapper, tendu leaf, silk yarn, confiscated goods. Absolutely correct. Tobacco leaves, lottery, raw cotton. अच्छा ये तो मैंने पढ़ाया भी नहीं फिर भी. Thank you Deepika and thank you Riya. Thank you very much beta. Fine. So you are clear. Now tell me the answer to the next question. What is the difference in the 9.3 and 9.4? Tell me, give me the answer. Difference क्या 9.3 और 9.4 में? What is the difference in the 9 subsection 3 and 9 subsection 4? What is the difference? I have told you that there is a major one difference. Majority, there is only one difference. What is that? What is that? Only unregistered in which provisions? Nine four only unregistered. Yes. 9.3 can be registered or can be from unregistered. But for the 9 subsection 4, it has to be unregistered. Supplier has to be unregistered, then only the 9.4 can be applicable. Very nice, beta. Very nice. Very nice. So everyone is enjoying the discussion. Everyone is able to understand the discussion. Whatever we are doing the discussion, is it clear na? Everyone is clear. Correct? एक बार कंफर्म करो बेटा. तो इसी पैटर्न पर हम लोग आगे बढ़ते जाएंगे. We'll proceed in this manner only. So let me discuss again first point in detail. Who has asked the question subject to the provision of subsection 2? One participant has asked the question, sir, what is the meaning of subject to? Who has asked the question subject to? गुंजन आपने पूछा. Subject to का मतलब होता है, see, you will find normally these two type of the language. One is notwithstanding anything contained and one is subject to. It means 9 subsection 1 will not overrule the provision of 9 subsection 2. Meaning thereby 9 subsection 1 and 9 subsection 2 will be at par. If there is some confusion, sometime there will be the contradictory provision in the GST. Sometime there will be the contradictory provision in the law. Then these word would help you. Whether it is notwithstanding, it means it is senior, superior. Is it notwithstanding? Is it subject to the? It means subject to means 9.1 and 9.2 both are at par. It means we will consider both provision at same level. I hope it is clear, right? But we will discuss at a later stage also if something will come. So when the registration chapter will come, you may write one section 23 subsection 2. There is a word used notwithstanding. Anything contrary contained in section 24. So ye word multiple time it will come. So accordingly, notwithstanding means overriding provision and subject to means at par provisions. Now let's move to the first service is the GTA service that we are discussing in detail. GTA means Goods Transport Agency. In respect to the transportation of goods by road, to whom? To 7 categories of the person. If the GTA provide the service in the notification, please note there are 3 main important things which need to be remembered. First, what is the category? Second, who is the supplier? Third, who is the recipient? RCM is applicable only if all the 3 conditions are satisfied. All the 3 conditions are satisfied. We are talking about RCM notification. It means if these all 3 conditions are satisfied, then only the RCM would be applicable. Service should be the GTA. Supplier should be the transporter. And who is the recipient? Recipient means 7 specified category. Remember the name. Factory, society. In short, I am telling you, but in detail you can refer. Factory, society, cooperative society, registered in the GST. Fifth is body corporate. Sixth is partnership firm. And last is CTP, casual taxable person. Tell me again 7 name. First is factory, then society, then cooperative society, then registered person in the GST, then partnership firm, casual taxable person, and body corporate. And they are located in the taxable territory. Can you tell me what is the meaning of taxable territory? Can you tell me what is the meaning of taxable territory? Can you tell me the meaning of taxable territory? In India. In India. See, suppose no, taxable territory means India, where the GST is applicable. Tell me one thing. Suppose I am a transporter, I am a GTA, and you are the company, but you are the company registered in Nepal. If I am providing the GTA service to you, will you register in the GST in India and pay the tax under RCM? Will you register in the India under the GST Act and then pay the tax under RCM? No. It means Indian GST is applicable in territory of India. That is the taxable territory. Deepika has used one very good, except Jammu and Kashmir. Whether Jammu and Kashmir GST is applicable or not. In J&K, GST is applicable or not. Deepika, now here it is not excluding. It is including Jammu and Kashmir. It is including Jammu and Kashmir. In the J&K, Jammu and Kashmir, the GST was introduced after 7 days. Kuldeep, that I will tell you, that I will discuss after some time. Once I will complete all these categories, then I will come to on this point, import of service. Okay, na? After 7 days, it means 8th July. On 8th July, ordinance has been passed, and on 8th July, GST was applicable in Jammu and Kashmir also. Now, 7 categories of the recipient, we will use the word specified recipient. Okay. Now, however, RCM will not be applied if the GTA provide the transportation service to these entities. Whether registration chapter is completed or not, tell me one thing, whether registration chapter is completed or not. No. So you might have the difficulty in these two terms. In short, I am telling you, might be you are not aware about this word, casual taxable person. Might be you are not aware about this reduction of TCS under section 51. In short, I am telling you in detail. Probably it will come in the registration chapter or some other chapter. And but TDS and TCS are not covered here. It will be the provision relating to the tax deduction at source shall be discussed in the chapter 14. Okay. So that will be discussed later on. But Abhi, as of now, I'm telling you the concept of casual taxable person. I'm telling you the concept of these section 51 TDS category. In India, in GST, the registration could be under multiple category, like regular category, like casual taxable person category, like composition scheme category, like TDS category, like TCS category, like ISD category. You will find multiple categories in the GST. Under registration, you can read all these provisions. If I am registered in Mumbai, let's say, if I am registered in Mumbai, fine, no problem. But in Delhi, I like to go in Delhi and like to participate in the trade fair of Delhi location. I am going to Delhi, and in Delhi, I am participating in the trade fair. From that location, I am making the taxable supplies. Can I make the taxable supply from any other state without taking the registration, assuming my threshold is crossed? Assuming my threshold is crossed, can I go in other state and from there I can make the taxable supply? Answer is no. If I'm registered, I'm assuming I have already crossed the threshold limit, then I can make the supply from Mumbai pan India. See, try to understand this difference. Tell me one thing. If it is clear, let me repeat once again and concentrate on this point. If I'm registered in Mumbai, can I make the supply to Delhi? Can I make the supply to the UP? Can I make the supply to the Rajasthan? Can I make the supply to Karnataka? Answer is yes, you can make the supply pan India. No problem. Tell me, if I am registered in Mumbai, I like to make the supply in Rajasthan, MP, Noida, MP, UP. Do I need to take registration in these states also? Do I need to take the registration in these states also? Answer is no. No. Now, what is the difference? Now, try to understand. I am explaining casual taxable person category. This time, I am not making the supply from Mumbai. I am coming to Delhi. I am showing my product in Delhi in trade fair. I am making the taxable supply from Delhi. This time, GST law will not allow me to make the supply from Delhi without registration. So I will take the registration for the shorter length, that is 90 days ka registration, maximum 90 days, 90 plus 90, 180 days. If I like to take the casual taxable person registration for 5 days, yes, they are allowing. So this is the casual taxable person. So I do not have the establishment in Delhi. I do not have any permanent establishment in Delhi, but I like to make the taxable supply from Delhi. They are saying, yes, you can go from there. You can make the supply, but you take registration under casual taxable person category. Is that clear? Is that clear? Now that casual taxable person receiving the GTS service, casual taxable person receiving the GTS service, that casual person has to pay the GST under RCM. Has to pay the GST under RCM. Only 5-6 participant has confirmed only 5-6 participant is confirmed. It means what is the confirmation meaning? Rest of the participant, is it not clear? What is the meaning of casual taxable person? क्या बाकी लोगों को क्लियर नहीं हुआ कि कैजुअल टैक्सेबल पर्सन का मतलब क्या हुआ? हाँ बेटा, very nice beta, very nice, very nice. Golti, Mr. Golti is saying, Mr. Golti Anil is saying that he was the part of Future Retail Limited liquidation team and registered through auction. If a person works for some time in the year, and Kuldeep, when you read the casual taxable person in detail, you will find the term you do not have any establishment in that location in that state, and you like to make a taxable supplies. दूसरा, have you heard the TDS under GST? Have you heard the word TDS under GST? So Kuldeep, if it is more than 90 days, then you have to go for regular category. If we supply, we have an e-way bill, Aditya, that is okay. E-way bill is a different thing. You can make an e-way bill, that is okay. But assume that Aditya, value of the goods is less than 50,000. You are not required to prepare the e-way bill also. That is altogether different provision. But I am talking about reverse charge perspective. What is the meaning of casual taxable person? What is the meaning of this TDS category ka registration? Okay. Now next is government. Normally government, department or establishment, local authority, government agencies. They are not making, assume that they are not making any taxable supplies. So they will not registered in the GST under regular category because they are not making any supply. But they are liable in the GST that they have to take the registration under the TDS category. What is the meaning of TDS category? So if someone else is making the supply to that government, transaction should be recorded to prevent the evasion of tax. To prevent the evasion of the tax. If someone is making the supply to the government, then government normally will not make any taxable supply. So they are now normally not registered under regular category. Therefore, in the GST, they have added one more category. In the section 51, the government, like this department, establishment, local authority, government agency, there are multiple categories on which section 51 is applicable. It means they have to take registration for the purpose of TDS and they will deduct the TDS. Once they will deduct the TDS, the transaction will come in the eyes of the law, will comes in the eyes of the government, and by which the supplier cannot evade the taxes. Is that clear? Is that clear? Now, if the government, try to understand, say I am a transporter, and let's say you are government. If I am making the supply to you, they are saying RCM will not be applicable. It means you will not pay the tax under reverse charge. Then second category, then they are saying exception. What are the exception? They are saying if supplier means transporter has taken the registration in the GST. So this time, if I am registered in the GST and exercise the option to pay the tax on forward charge basis. So in the GST portal, there would be an option, there would be declaration which I can furnish and declare that I like to opt to pay the tax under forward charge. In that case, again, RCM is not applicable. Tell me one thing. Does it mean, tell me one thing. If supplier is registered, tell me one thing. If supplier is registered and he has not exercised the option to forward charge, Will the RCM be applicable? Will the RCM be applicable? Let me repeat once again. Let me repeat once again. If supplier is registered and he has opted forward charge, two things. Supplier is registered, he has opted forward charge. What does it mean? Opted forward charge. What is the meaning of opted forward charge? It means supplier will go to the government GST portal and there would be the annexure. I have to submit the annexure. If I am registered and I have done this declaration, then my recipient will not pay the tax under reverse charge. If I am registered but I am not declared, if I am registered but I am not declared, no, I am not declared. What is the declaration? What is the meaning of declaration? What is the declaration? What things I am declaring? I am declaring that I will pay the tax under forward charge. Try to understand. If I am registered and I am declaring on the GST portal that I will go under forward charge, if both conditions are satisfied, then recipient will not pay the tax under reverse charge. Suppose I am registered but I am not declaring, it means RCM will be applicable. मैं हिंदी में एक्सप्लेन करता हूं. अगर मैं रजिस्टर्ड ट्रांसपोर्टर हूं, मैं डिक्लेयर करता हूं, क्या चीज का डिक्लेरेशन? कि मैं फॉरवर्ड चार्ज ऑप्ट करूंगा, इन दैट केस रिवर्स चार्ज इज नॉट एप्लीकेबल. सो एक बात और निकल के आती है, मैं रजिस्टर्ड हूं पर मैंने डिक्लेरेशन नहीं दिया, इट मींस रिसिपिएंट को टैक्स पे करना पड़ेगा अंडर रिवर्स चार्ज. इज दैट क्लियर? एवरीवन प्लीज कंफर्म. इज इट क्लियर कि दैट इन दिस केस if only registered supplier, no declaration, recipient will pay the tax under reverse charge. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है. मैं बिलीव मी, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. हाँ गुलती, हाँ अनिल, yes yes, in case no declaration, RCM would be applicable. In case no declaration, it means applicable. In case he does not declare on the portal, then recipient will be responsible. Kuldeep, absolutely correct. Kuldeep, absolutely correct. What if is coming to that point? In the 9(3), can the supplier be unregistered? 9 subsection 3 में supplier unregistered हो सकता है. Please confirm. In the 9 subsection 3, can the supplier be unregistered? Answer is yes. So meaning thereby, if I am a GTA, I am unregistered, you being a recipient will pay the tax under reverse charge. If I am a supplier registered in the GST but not exercise the option, then also RCM will be applicable. So Gunjan, declaration. So use this word exercise the option instead of the declaration. Please use the word exercise the option to pay the tax on the forward charge basis. Change the terminology, but मैंने आपको explain कर दिया. Yes, Anil has correctly told that any combination is possible. So I think it is clear. Chavan, Mr. Krishna Chavan, is it clear? कि that अगर मैं unregistered हूं, then also RCM will be applicable. मैं registered हूं, but I am not exercised that option, then also RCM will be applicable. When RCM will not be applicable, I am registered, I have exercised that option, then it will not be applicable. When these two things are clear, now I am adding one more part. Now I am adding, so I am supplier registered in the GST, first condition. Second, that I have exercised to pay the tax under forward charge. Third, that when I will issue the tax invoice, okay, I will made the declaration on the invoice. Just one more requirement, that when I will issue the tax invoice to you, I have to give the declaration. What is the declaration? That I have opted forward charge tax. I have opted forward charge. Otherwise, how the recipient would come to know? Otherwise, how the recipient would come to know? Okay. So, when the RCM would not be applicable, you tell me. When the RCM would not be applicable? First point, if the recipient is registered only for the purpose of Section 51, then RCM will not be applicable. Second, if the supplier is registered, has exercised the option to pay the tax and the forward charge, give the invoice with the declaration, then in that case, RCM will not be applicable. Can I say, if the recipient is not specified recipient, then also RCM not applicable? Can I say this? If the recipient is not specified recipient, then also RCM not applicable. Can I say? Can I say this? Perfect example, sir. Can I give any let me tell you, I'm giving you a perfect example for this category. So, I am transporter. Try to understand. You will find very interesting. I am a transporter. Okay. I am making the. So there is a Mr. A who is doing the business. Let's say he's a shopkeeper. He is doing the supply of the shopkeeper's small item. He has taken my service. He's individual. Mr. A is not registered in the GST because his turnover below threshold limit. That is clear now. Anyone can do the business below threshold limit without registration. Please confirm. Anyone can do the business below threshold limit without registration. Intrastate supply only. Therefore, Mr. A, who is having the turnover below threshold limit, is doing the business but not registered. Unregistered business entity can be there now. Unregistered business entity can be there. It's possible. Now you will find interesting. I am transporter. I am making some goods, transportation of goods of Mr. A. So I have picked the goods and delivered the same to Mr. A. Now tell me whether Mr. A is factory. Now tell me whether Mr. A is factory, yes or no? Whether Mr. A is factory, yes or no? Sir, he is individual. Mustafa, whether Mr. A is factory? No, he is a normal shopkeeper. He is individual. What is the capacity in which he is doing the business? He is a small shopkeeper. He is not the factory. He is not the society also. He is not the cooperative society also. He is not registered person also. He is not company also. He is not partnership firm also. And he is not casual taxable person also. Can I say that Mr. A is not covered in the specified recipient category? Can I say this? That the transportation service given to Mr. A, who is unregistered business entity, not covered in the 7 specified category. Can I say this? नहीं अनिल ऐसा नहीं है. No, it is not like that. अनिल ऐसा नहीं है. No, it is not like that. Okay, Mustafa, now it is clear. Anil, can I say everyone you are confirmed? अभी डाउट है तो पूछ लीजिए. I'm saying that Mr. A, who is an individual, not covered in any of the category. Not covered in any of the category. Therefore, I can say in this transaction, RCM will not be applicable. In this case, Mr. A will not pay the tax under RCM. Is that clear? Because he is not in the specified recipient. Anyone has any doubt? Please discuss. Let's move further. ठीक है. Anyone have any doubt? Please ask. Let's move further. ठीक है अभिनव. Okay, everyone. समझ में आ रहा है ना? बहुत important category है. So let me move to the bottom part of the notes, wherein this has been discussed in detail. C. But both are exempt. But both are exempt. Both are exempt means if the GTA provide the service to the unregistered, this transaction you means to say both are exempt. Does it means? Nee, assume that both are not registered. See, recipient is not registered. That is correct. I am not telling it may be the supplier registered or it may be supplier unregistered. Gunjan, you please repeat, watch the video again. I think this video is available in the YouTube, right? This video is available in the YouTube. You can watch at a later stage as well. अनिल जी एक बार कंफर्म करेंगे ये बच्चे लोगों को मिलेगा ना ये वाला देखने के लिए फर्दर दे कैन सी दैट वीडियो. तो मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है गुंजन एंड एवरीवन प्लीज सी दैट वीडियो बिकॉज वी हैव लॉट मेनी थिंग्स टू कवर. तो प्लीज गुंजन वॉच दैट अगेन and if it is not clear come in the next class. We have the next class on Thursday. I will explain. So now the GTS service where the recipient is where the supplier is registered and recipient is the specified recipient. So supplier may opt 12%, may opt 5%. There are two tax rate, 5% and 12%. Supplier is registered, opting the exercising the option to pay the tax under forward charge, then he can go for 5% also or he can go for 12% also. Okay. Now if the recipient is paying the tax under reverse charge, either the supplier is unregistered or supplier is registered but not exercise the option. In that case, recipient will pay the tax under RCM. Then he will pay always at the rate of 5% and he will take the ITC also. Listen carefully. I'm repeating once again. Here, the rate is with ITC. Whether supplier is charging 12% or supplier is charging 5% or recipient is paying under RCM 5%, the ITC would always be available to recipient at the rate of 5% or 12%, whatever जो भी उसने टैक्स का रेट पे किया, he would avail to take the ITC subject to the ITC provision that you will discuss in section 16, 17, 18. Please note why there are two different rates for the supplier. Why there are two different rates for the supplier? If I'm a supplier, if I'm charging 12%, I can take the ITC of my inward supply. If I'm a transporter, I'm charging 5%. Whatever I have the purchase, I cannot take the ITC. But my recipient would always take the ITC whether I charge 12 or 5 or my recipient is paying under 5, under RCM as 5. मैं एक बार सेम चीज रिपीट करता हूं हिंदी में. मैं ट्रांसपोर्टर हूं, मेरे लिए दो रेट है, या तो 12 या 5. अगर मैंने 12 ऑप्ट किया तो मैंने जो एक्सपेंडिचर किए, लेट्स से आई हैव परचेज द ट्रक, आई कैन टेक द आईटीसी ऑफ दैट ट्रक इफ आई एम चार्जिंग 12%. आई हैव द बिल्डिंग ऑन विच आई एम पेइंग द रेंट, तो मैं उस रेंट का आईटीसी ले लूंगा अगर मेरा 12% पे इनवॉइस रेज हो रहा है. If I am raising the invoice at 5%, I cannot take the ITC. Transporter cannot take the ITC of these truck, these rental. No. But you, my recipient, whether I charge 12%, whether I charge 5%, or you pay under RCM 5%, it is immaterial. You will always able to take the ITC subject to the condition of 16 and 17 that you will discuss in the ITC chapter. ये बात क्लियर है? Is that clear to all? एक बार कंफर्म करो. मतलब we are discussing very important point, very important point. Believe me friend, these all are very critical point which I am explaining now. थोड़ा सा स्पीड में हो सकता है कंसिडरिंग द टाइम, बट आई होप यू विल हैव द क्लैरिटी. बट यू विल हैव द वीडियो अगेन, वॉच Now let's move to the another category. So will it be permitted if I will not take the break? Is it okay? I will not be able to take the break. Is that okay? There is a huge discussion which I need to do. मतलब break भी नहीं होगा and I have to, ठीक है ना, break नहीं हो पाएगा. So kindly excuse me. ठीक है. Next category is detailed discussion. Next category is service provided by renting of any motor vehicle designed to carry the passenger where the cost of the fuel is included in the consideration charged from the recipient provided to the body corporate. ठीक है. Who is the supplier? Any person other than body corporate. I'm asking, I will ask the question. Read this line carefully. I am explaining serial number 15. I will ask few questions on serial number 15 and then I will explain. You have to give me the answer first. Supplier should be any person other than body corporate who supply the service to a body corporate and does not issue the invoice by charging the GST at the rate of 6%. It means 6 CGST they are talking about. We are reading the CGST notification. Therefore, the 6% is the CGST. It means what is the total GST? 6 plus 6, I can say 12%. And who should be the recipient? Any body corporate. Now give me the answer. If I am ABC Private Limited, tour and travel, I am doing the business of renting of motor vehicle to you. I am ABC Private Limited, you are XYZ Private Limited. I have given the vehicle to you, motor vehicle to you on rent. Whether RCM will be applicable or forward charge is applicable. I am ABC Private Limited, you are XYZ Private Limited. Okay. So answer is C. Let me explain once again. Supplier is ABC Private Limited and recipient is XYZ Private Limited. Tell me one thing, whether Private Limited is a company, whether Private Limited is a body corporate or not, whether supplier who is an ABC Private Limited is a body corporate or not. ABC Private Limited, can I say that yes, it is a body corporate? Can I say this now? Now, can I say this now? Yes. This is the supplier. It is the recipient. No, Anil. No. No. Your answer is correct, but reasoning is incorrect. Whether I am body corporate, the supplier should be any person other than body corporate. ABC Private Limited is the person who is not a body corporate. मैं repeat करता हूं, I'm repeating once again. This is the category. This is the supplier and this is the recipient. All three conditions has to be satisfied for RCM. What I am providing? I am providing the renting of motor vehicle. This condition is satisfied? Yes. To whom I am providing? XYZ Private Limited. Whether XYZ is a body corporate? Yes, this condition is satisfied. Whether supplier is, tell me, whether supplier is other than body corporate? Tell me whether supplier who is ABC Private Limited is other than body corporate. Tell me whether supplier is other than body corporate. Whether supplier is other than body corporate. Tell me whether supplier is other than body corporate. Answer is no. No. It is body corporate. No, it is body corporate. So can I say that the supplier is, the condition of the supplier is not satisfied? Can I say the condition of the supplier is not satisfied? Can I say this? The condition of the supplier is not satisfied, therefore no RCM. Therefore, no RCM. Tell me if you have the doubt. Tell me if you have the doubt. Okay. Now asking, I am ABC. Now I am ABC. It is a partnership firm providing the service to the XYZ Limited. Providing the service to the XYZ Limited. It is registered in the GST. It is registered in the GST. Can he go for the forward charge or it will always be RCM? No. Let me ask the question. He is registered in the GST. Supplier is registered in the GST. XYZ Limited is registered in the GST. In this case, will the RCM be applicable? The transaction is of renting of motor vehicle. In this case, the RCM is applicable. ABC partnership firm. ABC is a partnership firm. This time I'm not saying it is a private limited. It is a partnership firm providing the service to the XYZ Limited. Will the RCM be applicable? Answer is yes. RCM would be applicable. RCM would be applicable. Third example I'm saying. Third example. ABC partnership firm. ABC partnership firm raising the invoice at the rate of 12% to the XYZ Private Limited. Both are registered in the GST. Both are registered in the GST, charging the 12%. Will it be forward charge or it will be RCM? Okay, fine. Again, we are checking all the three conditions. Whether he is providing the renting of the motor vehicle, condition satisfied or no? This condition is satisfied? Yes, this is satisfied. Whether recipient is the body corporate? Yes, it is satisfied. Now let's read whether supplier is body corporate. Whether supplier is body corporate. Whether supplier is body. Now we need to check this condition only. It is body corporate. You will say it is a partnership firm. It is an other than body corporate. Supplier is other than body corporate. Do you agree with this? It is an other than body corporate. It is other than body corporate and does not issue the invoice charging 6%. Whether he is issuing the invoice charging 12% or not. He is issuing the invoice by charging 12%. What is the word written? Does not issue the invoice. He is issuing or does not issuing the invoice. Whether he is issuing at the rate of 12%, yes, he is issuing at the rate of 12%. So I can say the condition is not satisfied. Therefore, it will be under FCM, no RCM. Is that clear? अभी discuss करते हैं. This point we will discuss. This point we will discuss. Let me go to the bottom part of this study material. It is written. If ABC partnership firm is providing the renting of the motor vehicle at the rate of 12%, will the RCM be applicable? No. Why no? This notification is saying that he does not issue the invoice by charging 12%. Clear है? मुझे अभी लग रहा है, I feel that it is not clear to all. I feel that it is not clear to all. एक बार confirm करो, is it clear? Please confirm once again, is it clear to all? I think this you got the answer. Limited liability partnership is considered as partnership firm, not the company. Is that clear? You have asked the question, right? ठीक है? If sir, if 3% CGST, then it will be RCM. See, there is no renting of the motor vehicle. There is no GST rate 3%. Renting of the motor vehicle, that is either 5% or 12%. It means 5% GST means 2.5% CGST and 12% means 6% CGST. See, does not issue the invoice, then only RCM will apply. Is it right? No, it is not right. He might issuing the invoice. See, Aishwarya, try to understand. If I am registered, then I have to issue the invoice always. Let's assume that I am ABC partnership firm and registered in the GST. If I am registered in the GST, according to the section 31, I have to issue the tax invoice to you. But I will give the declaration that RCM will be applicable. Beta, one point please remember always, invoice will not be there only if supplier is unregistered. Otherwise, invoice will be there. Gunjan, is it clear, beta? Ki 3% rate is not there on the transportation of service. Passenger. Renting of the motor vehicle. 3% rate is not there. 6% CGST means the total tax rate they are talking about 12%. So you will be have the clarity from this chart. The person liable to pay the tax under renting of the motor vehicle. GST is payable at the rate of 12% and supplier is body corporate. Then RCM not applicable. Correct na? It will always be forward charge. See, either 12% is there or body corporate is there. Either supplier is charging 12% or supplier is body corporate. In two cases, RCM will not be there. It will always be forward charge. It will always be forward charge. Two things remember, supplier is body corporate. It will never be under RCM. If supplier is charging 12%, it will be never under RCM. Correct? In rest of the category, it will be under RCM. Is that clear? Third, we are talking in detail fifth category. Category number 5. Sorry, 6th. This point we are discussing in detail. Service supplied by the director of a company. Let's say I am a director of ITC Limited. I am the regular director of ITC Limited. Okay. And ITC Limited is a company or body corporate located in the taxable territory. They are paying the sitting fees to me. So the ITC Limited will pay the tax and the reverse charge. ITC Limited will pay the tax and the reverse charge. Clear? Let me repeat once again. I am a director of which company? ITC Limited. Who will pay the tax and the reverse charge? ITC Limited will pay the tax and the reverse charge. Is that clear? Now, I will get the salary. Do you know the name? The salary paid to the director is called as? Salary paid to the director is called as? Gunjan, if it is 2.5%, then RCM? Yes, it is then RCM. It is called as director remuneration. It is called as director remuneration, right? Chakraborty, Mr. Kabyajit Chakraborty, while you type in the chat, my request would be select everyone name so that I can see the reply to you. I can see your reply and other can also see your reply. Okay. Please do a favor. Whenever you are giving the reply in the chat, please select everyone name. So be there till last time. Be there till last time, because in the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes, I will ask you multiple questions which you will give the reply. This ensure that whatever we had the discussion today, it is ample clear to all. आप लास्ट टाइम तक रहना, मैं एक्सप्लेन करूंगा जो भी आज 8:15 तक, लास्ट 10 मिनट में मैं 5 राउंड ऑफ द क्वेश्चन आंसर पूछूंगा. यू ऑल हैव टू टेल मी, एंड वो इतना मजा आएगा ना, यू विल एंजॉय दैट डिस्कशन अलॉट. आई कैन गारंटी यू. ठीक है, चलो सर. इफ आई एम गेटिंग द डायरेक्टर रेम्यूनरेशन, if I'm getting the director remuneration, will company pay the tax under RCM or not? This thing has been clarified. They have clarified that if I am a regular director, there could be the independent director. Have you heard the word independent director? Have you heard the word independent director? Independent director, correct now? No, I am not talking about independent director. I am regular director of the company who looks after. I am regular director of the company. I am a regular director of the company. I am regular director of the company. I looks after day-to-day affair of the business of the company. Executive director, right? Then whatever I am getting the salary, whatever I am getting the remuneration on which company is deducting the tax at source under section 192 of Income Tax Act, then it is to be treated as salary and no RCM. When you read the Schedule 3, Schedule 3 will be discussed by the Shefali ma'am in the next class. Schedule 3 is pending, was not discussed due to the less time. It will be discussed by the Shefali ma'am in the next class, and next class is on Thursday. पहले मैम डिस्कस करेगी and then I will start my part. So if I am getting the salary, I am getting the remuneration on which 192 ka TDS is being deducted, then company will not pay the tax under reverse charge. Second thing. Third thing, let's say I'm getting the commission. I am getting the commission incentive and on which the TDS is being deducted under 194J. The TDS under income tax is being deducted under 194J, 194 other, then RCM would be applicable. When RCM will not be applicable, I am a director, executive director, full-time director, getting the remuneration on which 192 income tax TDS is being deducted. On that part, RCM will not be applicable. Giving the example, if I'm a director, executive director, I am getting the commission on which 190 any other section is being TDS is being deducted. Will the RCM be applicable? Will the company pay the tax under reverse charge? Will the company pay the tax under reverse charge? The TDS is being deducted under 194, not 192. Still confusion is there. Fine. Let me repeat once again. If I am a director getting anything from the company, RCM would be applicable. If I am a director getting anything, RCM would be applicable except one. If I am getting the salary or remuneration and I am executive director, full-time director, I am not independent director, I am getting the salary on which 192 ka income tax ka TDS is being deducted, plus I am not independent director, then RCM will not be applicable. Anil, RCM, when you read the section, when you read the schedule 3, now you will find salary is covered out of GST. So there will be no FCM also. Because salary is covered in the schedule 3, therefore no FCM as well. Salary out of the GST है. ठीक है. So tell me, if I am executive director getting the salary on which 192 is deducted, RCM will be applicable? No. If I am, listen carefully, if I am independent director getting the salary on which 192 is deducted, will the RCM be applicable? Independent director. Yes, absolutely correct. Krishna, answer is yes, because now I am not executive full-time director. Now I am not executive director. Kuldeep, listen carefully. This point, please note carefully, beta. Ki I am this time I am independent director. And independent director, as per the Companies Act, it cannot be the employee of the company. Agar मैं employee नहीं हूं, then there cannot be the salary in terms of Schedule 3, and therefore RCM would be applicable. Is that clear to all? If I am independent director getting the salary on which 192 ka TDS is being deducted, RCM would be applicable because I am independent director. If I am a dependent director, if I'm a regular director, if I'm an executive director, no RCM. Okay. Now, one more thing they have clarified. They have clarified one more thing. Now, let's say I have multiple trucks. Now try to understand. This question is very important. Try to understand. If executive 192, then no applicable. And if you are independent and 192 RCM applicable. Yes, beta. Mustafa, absolutely correct, beta. Absolutely correct. Now try to understand. I am a director of ITC Limited. Okay. I have multiple trucks for movement of the goods. Truck. I have the multiple trucks. Assume I have the multiple trucks, out of which one truck I have given on rent. One truck I have given on rent to the company. Now, listen my question carefully. I have given that truck to the company. Will it is considered as director service? Will it be considered as service given to the company in the director capacity? Will it be considered as a service given by the director? Anil, ये GTA भी नहीं है. I am not providing the transportation of goods. See, try to understand, Anil. ये GTA सर्विस भी नहीं है, क्योंकि मैं transportation of goods नहीं कर रहा हूं. I'm just giving the vehicle on rent. Now it is the responsibility of the ITC whether whatever he like to do. It is not the GTA service. मैं repeat करता हूं. I have my own truck. Is it a director service? No. I have my multiple cars. Let's say I have the hobbies of the multiple cars. I am very rich person and I have the multiple car. I have given the Mercedes to the ITC Limited for 10 days. I am charging the rent on which he is deducting the TDS. Is it a director service? Is it giving the renting of the motor vehicle? Is it a director service? No, it is not director service. Sir, I have multiple house property in Mumbai. I have multiple house property in the Mumbai. I have given one property on rent. I have given one property on rent to the company. Will it considered as director service? Will it considered as director service? No, sir. So, which point I like to clarify to all? These all transaction, renting of the motor vehicle, residential dwelling, commercial property, renting of the trucks. Will it be RCM or not? My answer, listen my answer, it will not be covered under RCM by virtue of this entry. It might be covered because of any entry. So you have discussed renting of the motor vehicle. Might be it is covered in that. That is okay. No problem. But it will not be covered under RCM because I am director. Now try, give me last clarity, give me. I have Mercedes. Try to understand. I have Mercedes. I have given on rent to the ITC Limited. I am a director of the company. I have Mercedes. I have given the Mercedes to the company ITC Limited on rent. I'm charging the renting on that Mercedes. Will it be under RCM or not? यार ऐसे मत, please do not give this answer यार. Please do not give this answer. Read this entry. Read this entry. Why you are saying no? Adil, Kabyajit, Chakrabarti, Sarma, Samli Sarma, Gunjan, Krishna. Why you are saying no? Is it not the renting of motor vehicle designed to carry the passenger? Yes. Whether I am company? No. Dissatisfied? Whether recipient is body corporate? Yes. If all the three conditions are satisfied, why the ITC Limited will not pay the tax under RCM? Can I say that RCM would be applicable? Just confirm once again. All. Please all confirm. I am concluding that RCM would be applicable. Please confirm. Yes. Now tell me whether this line is clear. Now I am making one sentence. You tell me, is it clear or not? Renting of Mercedes to the ITC Limited is taxable under reverse charge because of serial number 15, not because of serial number 6, that is director service. मैं हिंदी में रिपीट करता हूं, रेंटिंग ऑफ मोटर व्हीकल आरसीएम एप्लीकेबल होगा बिकॉज ऑफ सीरियल नंबर 15, नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ सीरियल नंबर 6, नॉट बिकॉज मैं डायरेक्टर हूं इसके लिए आरसीएम नहीं है, ये आरसीएम सीरियल नंबर 15 के कारण है. इज इट क्लियर? दिस लाइन इज क्लियर. डू यू एग्री? एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर, करेक्ट ना? Every sentence, every part is clear of this particular मैंने जो line बोला है. Fine, very nice बेटा. You are, some of the participants are leaving the class. You will miss that last discussion. You all will miss the last discussion if you will leave the class early. I do not have any problem, but if you will leave the class, you will miss the last part. I can assure you, because it is first class. You all have joined the first time to me, correct ना? मैं विश्वास दिलाता हूं, आप जब वो 10 मिनट का रिवीजन करेंगे ना मेरे साथ में, you all will say sir it is very nice. ठीक है, अब हम बात करते हैं. Now let's talk about, there are whatever we have discussed, that is the CGST notification. That is the CGST notification. All the entries you will find in the IGST notification also. GTA service, legal service, everything you will find. In addition to that, there is one more entry in the IGST notification. IT मतलब integrated tax. R मतलब rate. What is that? The import of service. If I am, let's say I'm ITC Limited, I am importing the service from outside India. Let's say I've taken the consultancy services from outside India. Then I, being a recipient, importer of that service, I will pay the tax under reverse charge. This entry you will not find in the CGST notification. Why? Because it is interstate service. ठीक है, Is it clear? This part, we will discuss, but let me again come back to this point. We'll discuss some more entries slightly in detail. Now read this entry. To entry. Give me the answer. Let's read this entry. Service by way of renting of immovable property other than residential dwelling. Who is the supplier? Any unregistered person. Who is the recipient? Any registered person. Tax will be paid under RCM. Now tell me, I'm giving you the example. I am Arun. I am registered in the GST. I have multiple commercial properties in Delhi. I have rented out to you. I'm charging you, let's say, yearly 25 lakh. Yearly, the rent is 25 lakh. I am registered in the GST. You are registered in the GST. My property is the commercial property, not the residential. It is commercial. Now tell me, who will pay the tax? Supplier, forward charge, RCM, or no tax? Gunjan, let me come to your point. The answer is forward charge. Answer is forward charge. Answer is forward charge. If I am see why forward charge or why RCM? How you will decide whether property is commercial? Condition satisfied. Whether recipient is registered? Condition satisfied. Whether supplier is unregistered? No. Therefore, this condition is not satisfied. All the three condition has to be satisfied or RCM. Okay. Let me ask you, what is the difference? Tell me one thing. What is the difference in this word and in this word? In this word, they are saying any person. In this word, they are saying, in this serial number, they are saying any unregistered person. What is the difference? What is the difference? Difference क्या है इन दोनों में? Tell me the difference. Yes. Yes. Very nice, beta. Very nice. I really appreciate. Really appreciate to all because you all are giving the correct answer. It will include registered as well as unregistered. Can I say it will include registered as well as unregistered? And it is only unregistered. Now I'm asking the question. Tell me, if I am unregistered, I have the multiple residential property. This time I'm talking about residential dwelling. I have the residential dwelling. I have given to the registered person. I am unregistered. Will the RCM be applicable or not? I have the residential property. I am unregistered. I have given to registered person. Will the RCM be applicable? Answer is yes. Next question. Listen carefully. Next question. My property is residential. I am registered and giving to the registered. Will the RCM be applicable or forward charge? RCM or forward charge? RCM or forward charge? RCM or forward charge? Some students are doing the mistake. Now tell me, I am registered. Is it covered in any person or not? If I'm saying I'm registered, is it covered in any person or not? Tell me whether word any person include registered person. What is my example? Arun is a registered person in the GST, giving the on rent to the registered person. giving the residential dwelling to the registered person. My question is, will the RCM or FCM? Condition satisfied, property is residential. Recipient is registered person, satisfied? Yes, satisfied. Whether any person include registered person? Yes. It means all the three conditions are satisfied. It means it will always be under RCM. Anil, it will always be under RCM because any person, it can be registered or it can be unregistered. See, try to understand the applicability of 9(3). Supplier is registered, GST में registered है. Still the tax is being paid by the recipient because of the language. They've used the word here any person, and here they have used the word any unregistered person. So this, by this way, you have to make it clear every entry. Now let's read some more condition. Let me read. Let's read this entry. Service supplied by the government, excluding the railway, Ministry of Railway, comma, service supplied by the central government, state government, union territory, local authority by way of renting of immovable property to a registered person in the GST. Tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. If I am central government, let's say I am a state government, I am having the immovable property which I am giving that on rent to, let's say, XYZ Limited, registered in the GST. RCM will be applicable, FCM will be applicable, or no tax? RCM. How you check the RCM would be applicable or not? Sir, are you covered in the central government, state government? Yes. Are you providing the renting of immovable property? Yes. Recipient is registered? Yes. All the three conditions satisfied? Answer would be RCM. Listen question carefully. I am Ministry of Railway Central Government. Listen question carefully. I am Ministry of Railway Central Government providing the renting of immovable property to registered recipient. RCM or FCM? Very nice, beta. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very happy to see this answer. Very happy to see this answer. If I'm providing the sponsorship services, then you read all these entry. I think I have discussed a lot of entries. So arbitral tribunal, legal service given to the business entity, RCM would be applicable. If sponsorship services given to the body corporate partnerships from RCM would be applicable. Similarly, now read this entry. Read this entry. If I am government, the post office, Department of Post, central government, providing the service to the business entity located in the taxable territory. Service supplied by the central government, state government, union territory, local authority to the business entity. It will always be under RCM, excluding. First, they have excluded renting of property, and we have discussed in the separate serial number. Second, below services are also covered. So tell me one thing. If I'm a postal department, I am doing this, and you are XYZ Limited registered in the GST, you are coming to me for speed post services. Will you pay the tax under RCM or I will pay the tax under forward charge? Answer is they are saying excluding below, means on these services RCM will not be applicable if it will be under forward charge mechanism, FCM. FCM. I hope it is clear, beta. All are clear now. Now next is let's say this point we have discussed. If I am an insurance agent or I am a recovery agent, okay, or I am an author or music composer, okay, whatever I will provide, the recipient will pay the tax and the reverse charge. Author. Again, author has the option. See, try to understand. मैं एक sentence quote कर रहा हूं. I am quoting one sentence. Tell me, is it clear or not? The entries which are given in the RCM notification. Entries which are given in the RCM notification. It will always be under RCM. It will always be under RCM except option to opt forward charge has been given in that notification. I am saying that transaction which are covered in the notification, it will always be under RCM unless or except the option to opt forward charge is given in that notification itself. Example number 1, GTA. Can GTA opt forward charge? Can GTA opt forward charge? Answer is yes. I am a GTA, registered GTA. I am providing the service to the 7 category. Can I opt? Still can I opt forward charge? Yes. Similarly, the option has been given to the author also. If author like to opt, he can opt, but again he has to give that declaration in the prescribed form. Not they are interested, Anil. Not they are interested. Suppose, let me, Anil, let me ask one question. Sir, I am advocate. I am a director. Can I pay the GST under forward charge on the sitting fees? I'm a director registered in the GST. Can I pay the tax on sitting fees under forward charge? No, because they have not given the option to me. They have not given the option to me. I am providing the sponsorship services. Let's say I am providing the sponsorship services to the partnership firm. Sir, I am registered in the GST. Can I charge GST under forward? And partnership firm will not pay the tax under reverse? No. Why? Option has not been given. So Anil, I hope you are understanding my point, that till the time this type of the option is not given in the same notification, I do not have the choice. Is that clear to all? Is that clear to all? Is that clear to all? Two places we have discussed. One is the GTA, one is the author. Very interesting discussion and very powerful. Similarly, if I am the member of the overseeing committee providing the service to the RBI, RBI will pay the tax under reverse charge. If I am a DSA, which DSA? Individual DSA. So, if I am individual DSA, then banking company will pay the tax under reverse charge. Try to understand. Give me the answer. 2-3 friends have formed partnership firm, and now we are partnership firm registered as DSA. We are not individual DSA. We are partnership firm as a DSA. Whether banking company will pay the tax under reverse charge or I will pay the tax under forward charge. This time, the supplier is not individual. Abhinav, supplier is partnership firm. In that case, Deepika, in that case, the condition for the supplier is not satisfied. I am partnership firm. Supplier is the partnership firm. It is not individual DSA. It is partnership firm DSA. In that case, no RCM. Is it clear? Is it clear? You need to remember all these things. You need to remember all these things, yeah. Same business facilitator, business facilitator or business correspondent, they will provide the service to the banking company, etc. Business correspondent, recipient will pay the tax. Security service. It is important, comparatively important. Security service provided to a registered person, any person other than body corporate. Again, we will check our knowledge. We will check our knowledge. G4S, Securities Private Limited, let's say, giving the service to the XYZ Private Limited. Both are registered in the GST. Security personnel, will the RCM be applicable or FCM? RCM or FCM? Again, check whether service is security. Yes. Whether recipient is registered. Yes. Whether supplier is any person other than body corporate. No, sir. It is body corporate. What they are asking, other than body corporate. Who is supplier? Sir, body corporate. So it is not satisfying the second condition. Therefore, answer would be FCM. Is it clear? Nandini Shukla, कंफर्म करो बेटा. इज इट क्लियर? वाई एफसीएम क्लियर है? एफसीएम क्यों कहा मैंने? ठीक है, अभी और बढ़ते हैं. यू विल एंजॉय. आई एम अनरजिस्टर्ड पर्सन. आई एम प्रोवाइडिंग द सर्विस टू द एबीसी पार्टनरशिप फॉर्म, registered in the GST. Service is security service. FCM, RCM or no tax? FCM, RCM or no tax? All are clear. All are clear. So I hope this discussion is clear. Now tell me. I am not explaining. You read this part. You read this part. If ABC, let's say, partnership firm, I'm saying that ABC partnership firm is providing the security service, registered, this partnership firm is registered in the GST, providing the security service to the government who is registered only for the purpose of section 51. Will RCM be applicable? Will RCM be applicable? Abhinav, we cannot say no tax. Abhinav, we cannot say no tax. No, we cannot say no tax. Will the RCM be applicable? My question is, will the RCM be applicable? Now, what is the meaning of this? Let me explain. However, nothing contained in this entry shall apply to. What is the meaning? It means the above RCM entry, above RCM transaction will not be applicable in the below case. So they are saying if any department, local authority, government who are registered only for the purpose of section 51, then it will not come under RCM. And second, they are saying if my recipient is under composition, then also under no RCM. See, if supplier is registered and recipient is composition, providing the security service, will the RCM be applicable or not? You will say, will the RCM be applicable or not? Answer is no RCM. But Kuldeep, no RCM because it's saying that registered person paying the tax under composition, it will not be applicable. So I have used the word no RCM. But can I say no tax? Can I say no tax? I can't say. Can you tell me why I can't say no tax? Why I can't say no tax? Just make a sentence. Let me complete the sentence and then confirm, is it clear? I cannot say no tax because I cannot say no tax because I have to see the exemption notification. I have to see the exemption entries. Might be it is covered under exemption, then it will not be taxed. Might be it is not covered under exemption, then it will be taxed. Are you clear? Is it clear? Kajal, I cannot say ki will it be taxed or will it not be taxed. In this chapter, we are doing the discussion whether RCM would be applicable or not. Now, someone has used the word no tax. To that, I am giving the answer. Whenever you say no tax, please see the exemption entries and then you conclude whether no tax or not. Clear? Is it clear, बच्चा? सभी लोगों को clear है ना? So by this we have completed this part. Let me conclude this entries and then wind up the discussion. 8:10 to 8:20. 8:10 to 8:20. I will do the quick round of the question answer. I will do the quick round of the question answer on whatever we have discussed. ठीक है. Now let's do 9 subsection 5. Tax will be payable by ECO on the notified services. If this is 9 subsection 5, it says that, what is the 9 subsection 5? Let me go to the 9 subsection 5. The government, on the recommendation of the council, by notification, again, you know the meaning of the by notification, specify the category of services. Again, underline the word. In the 9 subsection 5, whether goods is covered? No. Only services. Tax on intra-state supply shall be paid by ECO if such services are supplied through it. Fine. It means supplier who is supplying the service through ECO to the customer, then if this service is the notified service, then who will pay the tax? ECO will pay the tax. I'm giving you one example. I am restaurant registered in the GST. I am restaurant registered in the GST. And let's say you have given the order on the Zomato, Swiggy. Swiggy is coming to my hotel and I am providing that food to the Swiggy. Swiggy is in turn delivering the same to you. Who will pay the tax on this transaction? Swiggy. Why? Because in the notification, they are saying restaurant services are covered in the 9 subsection 5. Restaurant services are covered in the 9 subsection 5. Therefore, Swiggy Zomato will pay the tax under this transaction, on this transaction. Can we say it is RCM? Can we say it is RCM? Never, never. Can we say that Swiggy is paying the tax under RCM? No. RCM is 9.3 and 9.4. We are reading 9.5. 9.5 is not the RCM. It is a single transaction. It is a single transaction in between e-commerce operator came. In between e-commerce operator came and liability to pay the tax is shifted on the e-commerce operator. As of now, there are total 4 categories of the transaction. In short, I'm explaining Ola Uber, Oyo Rooms, Urban Clap, Swiggy Zomato. First category, transportation of passengers. Second category, accommodation services. Third category, small carpenting plumbing. Fourth category, restaurant services. I am chartered accountant providing the service to you through online platform. Will it be covered under 9.5? I am chartered accountant providing the service to you through one ECO. Will it be covered under 9.5? Will it be covered under 9.5? Yes or no? Will it be covered under 9.5? Answer is no. Why no? Is it applicable on all service? Is it applicable on all service? No. Is it applicable on all service? No. It is applicable only on the notified category of the services. What is the notified category? Only 4 category. Transportation of passenger, accommodation, small carpenting, plumbing, then restaurant. These 4 categories are covered, not 5th category. So legal service, consultancy services, not under 9.5 category. So I'm using the word RCM probably. It is only 4 category. It means in any other service transaction which might be given through ECO, it will be always liability of the supplier to pay the tax. It is not on the ECO. Clear? Is it clear? It further says that if ECO does not have the physical presence, if the ECO does not have the physical presence in the taxable territory, then any person who represent that e-commerce operator liable to pay the tax. If e-commerce operator does not have the physical presence and also does not have the representative, then what to do? They have to appoint one person for paying that tax, and such person shall be liable to pay the tax. Is that clear? Let me repeat once again. E-commerce operator does not have the physical presence, but they have the person, the representative will pay the tax. If e-commerce operator does not have the presence in India, does not have any representative in India, then what to do? They have to appoint one person to pay the tax. Is that clear? Now, in the next class, first will be discussed by the ma'am that particular schedule 3 ka transaction, and then I will explain. I will read these 4-5 entries. Okay, I will read these 4-5 entry, and then we'll move to the we will move to the composition. Just allow me 1 minute. So ठीक है. So next class हम discuss करेंगे यहाँ से, and then we will move to the composition. It will be the small discussion. Shall we start the quick round of the question answer? Shall we start the quick round of the question answer? Shall we start the quick round of the question answer? Ready? चलो देखते हैं. Fine. Fine. What could be the maximum GST rate? What could be the maximum GST rate as per the notification? What could, as per the section 9.1, what could be the maximum GST rate as per the notification, as per the section 9.1? I am not saying what is current GST maximum rate. No, I am asking to you what could be the maximum GST rate as per the section. Answer is 40%. If I'm asking the question, what could be the maximum CGST rate? What could be the maximum CGST rate? Then your answer would be, what could be the maximum CGST rate? Then your answer would be 20%. CGST, then it would be 20%. If alcoholic liquor is being used for manufacturing or for medicine, will it be out of GST or GST will be applicable? Will the GST be applicable or not? Alcoholic liquor, if used for medicine, will the GST be applicable or not? Answer is yes, it will be applicable. It will be applicable. If I am providing, the supply which are exempted in the GST. Listen question carefully. If I'm providing the service which are exempt, if I'm providing the supply which are exempted in the GST, let's say I have received the transportation services. Do I need to pay the tax under RCM or not? Assume all other conditions are satisfied. All I am specified in the 7 category. I am registered in the GST. And the GTA service are not exempted anywhere. Will I pay the tax under RCM? Answer is yes, I will pay the tax under RCM even though my outward liability is 0. Can you tell me the situation in which the GTS service will not be under RCM? Can you tell me the situation in which the GTS service will not be under RCM? There are 2 situations. Can you tell me what are those 2 situations in which the GTS service will not be under RCM? Amit, supplier government. First is, I'm just waiting for 15-20 seconds more. अभिनव, बॉडी कॉर्पोरेट वाला कोई बात नहीं है वहां पर. So you all are seeing one point is clear to all. If supplier has exercised the option to pay the tax under forward charge, and given the declaration on the invoice, then it will not be under RCM. Second transaction, if my recipient is government who is registered only for the purpose of section 51. If my recipient is central government, state government, local authority, government agency, whatever, who are registered under section 51, it means only for TDS purpose, then no RCM. Can you tell me similar relaxation is there in any one more category? When recipient is government who is registered for the purpose of section 51, similar relaxation is in any other entry. Can you tell me what was that entry? Security service. Fine. Tell me what is the similarity between the author and GTS service? What is the similar between author RCM transaction and GT RCM transaction? What is the similarity in the GT RCM transaction and author RCM transaction? Kya baat hai. Very nice. Super. Salute. Very nice. Option to pay the tax under forward charge. Tell me one thing. If supplier is other than body corporate, if supplier should be other than body corporate is written in 2 RCM transaction, where supplier should be other than body corporate is discussed in the 2 RCM transaction, where renting of what? Renting of what? There could be the multiple renting. Renting of residential dwelling, renting of multiple things. No, 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 Nandini. No, correct, correct. No, Kuldev, no, the, okay, okay, okay. Now I am receiving some correct answer. Renting of motor vehicle designed to carry the passenger. Supply should be other than body corporate. And one more entry, that security. Tell me, you tell me, when the renting of the motor vehicle designed to carry the passenger, listen my question carefully, renting of motor vehicle designed to carry the passenger is not covered under RCM. When? I'm changing my question. There could be some answer you have already given, some answer you have to add. My question is, no, renting of the motor vehicle will not be covered under RCM. If I'm charging which rate, if I'm charging which tax rate, if I'm charging which tax rate. %6 or 12%. 6% means, is it 6% CGST, 6% SGST? So can I say, so I'm saying 12%. Perfect. If my recipient is other than body corporate, where it is written, my recipient should be body corporate, then only the RCM would be applicable. Where my recipient should be body corporate, then only the RCM would be applicable. Where? It could be multiple entries. It could be multiple entries. I'm asking. It could be multiple entries. Yes. Yes. Gunjan also correct. Riya Deepika Abhinav is also correct. We have discussed at multiple places. It is written renting of the motor vehicle designed to carry the passenger. It is also written in the director service. Let me ask the question on the director. If I am getting the salary on which the TDS is being deducted, will the company pay the tax under RCM if I'm an independent director? If I'm an independent director, will the company pay the tax under RCM? मैं repeat कर रहा हूं. I am independent director getting the salary from the company on which company is deducting 192. Will the company pay the tax under RCM? Answer is yes. For independent director, beta, answer is yes. Will always be under RCM. Commercial property. Tell me one thing. Let me ask one question. Very interesting. I am registered in the GST. I am registered in the GST. I have one commercial property. I have one residential property. I have two property. One commercial, one residential. I'm giving to you on rent. You are also registered in the GST. I have the two property. I am registered in the GST, commercial and residential. I have given the rent to you. You are also registered. In which RCM will be applicable? In which FCM will be applicable? Both RCM or both FCM? Tell me. Both RCM, both FCM, one RCM, one FCM, you tell me. Let me repeat the question. I am registered in the GST. I have the two property, one commercial, one residential. Both have been given to you on rent. You are registered in the GST. Tell me what would be the correct answer. Both RCM, both FCM, residential RCM, commercial RCM, residential FCM, commercial FCM. If it is residential, it will be under RCM. If it is commercial, it is under FCM. Commercial, yes. First correct answer has been given by Kavyajit Chakraborty. Very nice, beta. Very nice. Savya Khan has also given residential RCM. Yes, correct. Commercial FCM. Savya Khan has also given the second correct answer. Absolutely correct, beta. RCM in both, FCM is nahi. RCM in both, nahi beta. Commercial property FCM, absolutely correct. both RCM and FCM? नहीं, मेरा क्वेश्चन था कौन से ट्रांजेक्शन पर RCM, कौन से ट्रांजेक्शन पर FCM. So for property, if it is commercial, then it is under FCM, and residential it will under RCM. Clear है ये वाला point? Is it clear? Is it clear? Tell me one transaction which is under RCM is not given in the CGST rate notification, but it is given in the IGST rate notification, integrated tax rate notification. It is not covered in the CGST. One transaction which is only covered under IGST rate notification. Can you tell me? Import of service. Import of service. If I am providing the goods through Amazon, can the transaction of the goods be covered under 9.5? Whether 9 subsection 5 cover the transaction of the goods also? Whether 9 subsection 5 cover the transaction of goods also? Answer is no. Answer is no. 9 subsection 5 is only talking about service. If I'm a restaurant providing the service through Zomato, wherein the Zomato will pay the tax, whether Zomato is paying the tax because of RCM, whether Zomato is paying the tax because of RCM, whether Zomato is paying the tax because of RCM, क्या Zomato RCM के कारण टैक्स पे कर रहा है इस ट्रांजेक्शन पर? No. Zomato is not considered as recipient. It is not because of RCM. It is because of 9 subsection 5. Can you tell me 2 examples of the goods on which RCM is applicable? Can you tell me 2 examples of the goods on which RCM is applicable? 2 examples of goods. You can add more also, no problem. 2 example goods. Very nice, beta. Last question from my side, then I will hand over to the ma'am. Last question from my side. Whether supplier should be unregistered. Let me reframe the question. What is the difference between 9 subsection 3 or 9 subsection 4? What is the major difference in the 9.3 and 9.4? What is the major difference in the 9 subsection 3 and 9 subsection 4? Both are RCM transaction. Tell me in which only unregistered is covered and in which registered or unregistered both are covered. हाँ, दोनों किस में कवर है? 9.3 में. और 9.4 का एप्लीकेबिलिटी कब होगा? Where the supplier is unregistered only. Where the supplier is unregistered only. Sorry, one more question, last question. In all the transaction which we have discussed, one transaction, no RCM if my recipient is composition dealer. Where? There is one entry, if the recipient is composition, then no RCM. एक एंट्री ऐसी थी जिसमें रिसिपिएंट अगर कंपोजिशन है तो आरसीएम एप्लीकेबल नहीं होगा. कौन सी एंट्री है वो? द transaction will not be covered under RCM if the recipient is composition. The answer is security. Thank you so much. Over to ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, sir, for this insightful session. In fact, I think अब RCM के प्रोविजन तो सबको अच्छे से याद भी हो गए हैं, साथ साथ समझ तो आ ही गए हैं. Good evening, Abhinav. Good evening, Mustafa. Yes. So how did you find the session? I think after this session, your RCM provisions, your charge of GST provisions all have been quite thorough and they have been, you must have memorized most of them. Good evening, Adil. Good evening, Deepika, Kajal, Gunjan, Krishna. Krishna found the session wonderful. Good, Krishna. So after this session, you have memorized the provisions also. Good evening, Nitin, Shamli. Good evening. Okay, Abhinav is saying very interesting session, superb session. Good to see that, Abhinav. Good to see that kind of feedback from all of you for this session. Good evening, Kabijit. Good evening, Nausheen. Last part was amazing, sir. Everybody found that part because there your all concepts were brushed up. In fact, you learned many nuances of those RCM provisions, then 9(5) provisions also. Okay, so Ashwarya is saying my revision is done. Shamli enjoyed the session. Deepika is saying very interesting and memorizes to some extent. Last 10 minutes session is super. So quite heartening to see all these messages. Okay, Nitin is saying very clear and clarity session. And good evening, Prajyot. Okay. Mustafa is saying his sir is CA, CS, LLB, and he's so knowledgeable. Yes, Mustafa. So I am very happy to see this kind of feedback. And sir has 7 to 8 years in GST research also. Yes, yes, yes. And sir has very in-depth knowledge of GST. So that is why that you all are getting benefited from his knowledge and from his experience. Thank you, Harsh. So my okay, you are still remember my GST Titan quiz. So if time permits in next classes, we might take GST Titan also. But this was more than GST Titan. So you have actually in very less time you have memorized and you have revised all the concepts which you have done in the class. So that is very good. So any questions if any of you have or anything you want to share? Otherwise, in next class, charge of GST will continue. So today you covered the charge provisions, then RCM. And RCM for goods, you know, that is not in the syllabus, just an overview as sir has covered, that you should just have an idea. And then, because for examination purpose, it is not important, but anyhow, you should have that idea, which sir has given to you. And in next, and 9(5) provisions have also been covered regarding electronic commerce operator, because TDS, TCS provisions have been there in your syllabus. So electronic commerce operator provisions are also applicable at the intermediate level. And then in the next class, the composition scheme will be discussed. Okay, so it is a rapid fire round which happened at the end, and you all were giving the answers. Very good. Very good, Mustafa. So Nausheen is saying both are super. Thanks. Yes. So Nausheen, at least we kept up the promise of giving you the best, or giving you the providing you the best faculty. At least for GST, I can say for other subjects also you are having very good faculties which provide you the insight for the subject. Don't worry, Mustafa. I will be there almost in every class. At the end of the class, I would be there. In fact, all of you, sir has already communicated that in supply chapter we left schedule 3, and there was two illustrations in GST in India chapter. So that we will be covering in next class. And in the beginning of the class, in fact, on Thursday, you will be having your class. So in the beginning, we'll start with the concept of schedule 3. We'll try to cover it as early as possible so that you can start with your charge of GST chapter composition scheme. And just the way you did today, that day also you can do that rapid fire questions and can revise all the concepts which you have done during the class. So okay, so Harsh is saying, ma'am, the way sir first pick the question and then clarify the section was unbelievable and understandable in one go. Very good, Harsh. That was I'm very happy to see that. In fact, again, I would request all of you to share the feedback for this session so that we can understand that, yes, how you are finding the session. So, all of you, please fill the feedback for every session, for every subject, also, we'll say that please fill the feedback form. That will help us in knowing that what kind of teaching is actually students are finding interesting. How do they want the classes to be proceed? Your feedback is very valuable. Most of you would be finding classes very interesting, but actually we are a bit lazy in filling the feedback form. When it comes to feedback form, we'll feel it, okay, that's fine, it will continue forever. But if you fill the feedback form, that will help us in continuing with the the USPs of our classes. So whatever you feel that should be continued, that also you should mention, and anything you want to improve, that also you should mention. Definitely feedback form is both ways, so you should mention both the aspects. Yes, Gulti. So yes, Gulti, I will try to teach few topics, don't worry. And in the end of the class also we'll be there, I will be there. So okay. So I will definitely be there to boost your momentum. Sir is also doing that. I will also be doing it so that you are connected with Board of Studies also. And anything you want to ask, in fact, regarding the study material, I had already communicated to all of you that study material will be available very soon on the CDS Knowledge Portal. Okay. So Anubhav, your feedback is not getting uploaded. No, your feedback has been received, Anubhav. I have received your feedback. For you are actually under this impression that your feedback has not been received. Anubhav, your feedback has been received. And in fact, I think you have filled the feedback for the for the third session, as well as in one more session, you have filled the feedback. What I got from my technical team was that sometimes feedback, you are not able to fill the feedback form for the reason that you have, because feedback form has been very elaborate and you have to fill each and every part of it. Then only it will be submitted. So some of you who are not able to submit the feedback form, the reason could be that because we have put this message in the WhatsApp group also. And that day I contacted my team at the VOS and they told me that you have to fill each and every part of the form, and form was working that day. That is why that message was sent. So, okay. Abhinav is saying he will fill the feedback. Deepika, ma'am, please make a session related to, yes, Deepika. In fact, Deepika, what we will be doing is, we'll be coming at the end of the session and we'll be dealing with such kind of aspects where you want to know how to present the answers. Some students continuously ask the question that whether we should memorize these sections, rule numbers, notification circulars, for which we always suggest that you should focus on the concept first. These things are secondary. Anyhow, if you are able to recall or if you are able to memorize these sections, notification numbers, rules, notifications, that is very good. That gives an edge to your answer. But first priority should be on the provision. And in every computational question, it is a must that you should write reasoning for every line item, every expense, every outward and inward supply, whatever information is given in the question, and you have to use it for making the computation, or that is not impacting your computation. In that case also, you should write the reasoning, you should write the explanatory notes for that particular item. That is very important because that carries marks, and it is, you should share it with your friends also so that they also don't lose marks, because many a time students come to us and we find that they are not writing the proper reasoning, or they are not writing the reasoning at all, and they feel that for a 5 marks question they should get 5 marks because their final answer is correct. But the problem is that they have not mentioned the reasoning. So that is what you should do. You should always write the reason. In fact, even if your some problem is there in your computation, some error is there in your computation, but you have mentioned the correct reasoning, then you'll get half of the marks. So please try to make it a point that you write reasoning in the computational questions. Okay, so let me see the other comments. Was there any problem in sending option? Because after submission, the page was indifferent. Okay, that could be the case. So, Amit, you can once again try the feedback if that would have been the case, because I'm not sure. Was because my technical team suggested me that there is no problem in the feedback form portal. Okay, so Harsh, good, you find all of us good, and doesn't happen. Okay, so for GST, at least I can say that you're finding the classes good. Thank you, Deepika. Thank you, Amit, Mustafa. Okay, you have filled the form, Mustafa. That is very good. For today also, please fill it. Okay, Anubhav, it might not be showing the confirmation, but for two of your feedback, I can confirm that it has been received. We have sent a mail also. In fact, if you feel that your feedback has not been filled, you can write a mail at bosnoida@icai.in or idt-inter@icai.in. The page is getting refreshed after submitting all sections. Maybe some error, but you can once again try it. So once again, I will request all of you to provide feedback for today's class, because that will help us in continuing it in the same manner. For income tax, Mustafa, income tax faculty will be able to tell you. So you can either post your query at dt-inter, direct tax-inter at ICAI.in. For IDT, it is IDT-inter at ICAI.in. Same way for income tax 2025 applicability, you should write at dt-inter at ICAI.in. They will answer your query definitely. Okay, Anubhav. Okay, so while filling the feedback from browser doesn't show confirmation, but it does show if filled through okay, if you are filling through BOS app, it gives you a confirmation. So for others also can try it from BOS app. And in fact, if our technical team can suggest something regarding the feedback form, if you feel, otherwise, we'll once again confirm it from them. And on Thursday, we'll let you know that if any problem is still persisting. And in fact, all of you who are not able to fill the feedback form, like some of you have shared today, your experience of filling the feedback form, that you're not getting any confirmation after submitting, after clicking the submit button, you're not getting any confirmation that your feedback has been filled. So please share this kind of feedback at bosnoida@icai.in. In case any of you get that problem, you can share the screenshot with us so that we can get that problem resolved if it is persisting, or if some other problem is there, that maybe some section was left in the feedback form, that we'll let you know. So I think with this we can come to an end of the session. Okay, goodbye. We'll meet on Thursday. Sir will also be there teaching you charge of GST, and the remaining portion of supply and first chapter will also be dealt in that chapter, in that section class on Thursday. So good night, all of you. Thank you, Deepika. Thank you, Aishwarya. Good night. Good night, Krishna. Thank you. Thank you, Nitin. Good night, Prajyot. Yes, Mustafa. So let's meet on Thursday. And don't worry, we all will be in touch. We'll be connected through these classes. You can ask any queries pertaining to US publications, anything regarding preparation, or all your topics, all your doubts will be cleared. So don't worry about that. So we come to an end of this class. Ashok ji, class end kar dijiye.